Hey, welcome to the what?
Let's get into the next part of the show, man. UFC 271. There's some other fights on this card that I'm intrigued about, and there's one just sitting right on the screen right there. Lewis versus Tuivasa, Shyne versus the Black Beast. How do you feel about this fight, man? I am excited. I think I'm more excited about this fight because I like the two fighters in this fight. I enjoy watching them fight. I think this fight is more interesting than the main event. What's your thoughts and feelings about this fight right here?
Now, I said it before, and I still hold the same rhetoric of like, when I look at this fight, I'm like, the implications of this fight, whoever wins, we're not like stratosphere. It's just a fun fight, really. But the idea that I really felt like this fight was a like fight night main event or something, or on some different card. This wasn't here before because we were talking mad trash about this card and how it wasn't filled out yet. Now, you take this fight that I'm like, whatever, we're good, and you put it on this card, and you've got Adesanya Whitaker's the main event. Now, this is the co-main event. Man, I'm excited for this fight card now.
They had to do it, man, because you're paying extra money to watch these fights, man. They had to do this.
Hey, we thought they listen. See, I'm right there. I'm right there on Dana forehead right there with my finger, like, listen to me when I say this. So if that's the case, and then boom, hit the third fight, Jared Cannonier versus Derek Brunson. Who? That's a sleeper banger.
That's a good fight. I feel like
Blonde Brunson is a superstar. That is hilarious. Are you shitting me? My man has made himself into a superstar for doing a pose and dyeing his hair blonde. He been photoshopped into everything. I'm pretty sure he been to space. I'm pretty sure he been to space. He been photoshopped and everything. So you got this fight, and it's like, damn, I want to see that. I want to see Jared Cannonier versus Derek Brunson. And then I didn't even look at the prelim. That's how you know the card pretty good when you just don't go past the main card. You're just like, nah, I'm gonna watch it.
Because if the card wasn't good, you gotta go to the prelim. Like, hey, you gotta be somebody in here fight that I know that's a good fighter. There gotta be some other good fights on the undercard. What you got on the undercard, man? Is anything down there is worth looking at?
William Knight fighting. He got in on the Contender Series. Big giant legs, big giant dude. He fighting. He hit like a Mack truck. Andre Arlovsky's fighting. I don't know if you needed that information. I apologize for saying that. I
didn't need that information there.
This is his 53rd fight. I thought Roxanne retired, or maybe this is her retirement fight against Casey O'Neill. Either this is her retirement fight or she retired and came back. But she's fighting. So it's like names that we know, up and comer, bangers on the main card. Thank you for finally doing what we asked.
I mean, I don't know if it's bangers on the main card like you're saying, but I feel like it's better fights than what was anticipated before. I feel like they did a great job of putting fights together that people would enjoy watching, but I don't know if it's bangers yet. We're going to have to tune in to see that. I feel like this Lewis versus Tuivasa fight is a banger. I feel like the Adesanya versus Whitaker can be a banger, but we never know because we've seen some Adesanyas in fights that have been very boring, and that's because the opponent came in not ready to fight themselves. So hopefully Whitaker comes in and he's ready to battle to the point where he's trying to take it to Adesanya, then Adesanya could do his thing where he counters him and puts some punches to bunches. But we just don't know for sure exactly what we're going to get out of the main event. And then that Jared Cannonier and Derek Brunson, it could be some smoke in the city. We just don't know, though. We just don't know. So I wouldn't say it's bangers, per se. I would say it's good fights, and you might get your bang for your money. But you never know, though, because these three fights can be some duds, because we've seen Lewis in a dud fight before.
Have we ever seen Lewis in a dud fight? I feel like he's got one. Listen, no, give me a minute to explain. He's got the little he got the flashy thing.
Yeah.
That's what he be doing, man. He got the flashy thing. And so like, or he got his wand, he be like obliterate, he'll just get rid of that memory out of your mind.
No, I still know.
You remember every time you see Derek
Yeah.
Brunson's name, that's not what comes to mind at all. Was like, dang, he did have
really.
that boring fight with Francis Ngannou. I don't even remember that fight. It didn't happen. All I know is that one time he was like losing and knocked nobody out in the 5th round. Shit like that.
The last fight embedded in my head right now is a Cyril Gane interim championship fight where he didn't show up and got put to the ground. That's the last fight I have in my head right now. I don't even have his last fight after that in my head where he knocked old boy out who they said it was going to knock him out, who was like 20 to 30 pounds underweight or weighed less, 30 to 20 to 30 pounds weighed less than Lewis, and Lewis just knocked him the fuck out. So I don't even remember that fight that much. I remember the Cyril Gane fight, but I feel like I'm gonna remember this Lewis versus Tuivasa fight right here. I feel like this is gonna go down in the books as one of the best fights that we've seen in a long time, because it's two opponents that everyone enjoys fighting, and when you get two opponents that everybody loves to see fight, you might see some fireworks out of that, man. So UFC 271 may surprise some people, and it may surprise me to the point where it's like I might scoot up in the seat a little bit. That's all I'm gonna say about this situation.
Hey, it's been a long time since we got that phone call where it goes ring ring, hello. Hey man, you watching this? Yeah, man, I'm watching this. And then it'd be a dead silence on the phone where we both just like watching. It's like, damn, who you see that? Damn, man, you in front of me, man. Hang on the phone. Derek Brunson and Jared Cannonier was supposed to happen January the 22nd. The fight got pushed back to this card. That's why.
Well, the reason why I got pushed back is because I think Derek Brunson is a replacement fight for if somebody pulls out of the main event fight. So I feel like that's what that is.
Huh. Didn't know that.
Yeah, I think I've read it somewhere that Derek Brunson said that he's the step in for if something happens in the main event. So
Max to do that.
Yeah, Jared Cannonier might not have a fight that night. He still might get paid, but he might not have no fight.